got the juice. Ha. Said I got the.
What's up? I am Kendra from Busta Blank, and you're watching Still Got the Juice TV. And Kassqit we have in the studio today. How are you?
What's going on? It's Kassqit. We're in the building. We're having fun today. We just filmed a video. Having good conversations here. We're having a good time. And you know I definitely still got the juice. You gotta see my video. You gotta see my video real soon. So you gotta see that.
And I know it's Kassqit 732 also, right?
It used to be Kassqit the God 732, and the reason for that was my boy Money out here. His name was actually, because I used to live out in Flatbush, so I know a couple people out there. So my boy Money, his name was Money the God 917 or 90. Yeah, it was 917. So I made it Kassqit. He actually started calling me Kassqit because he was like, "Yo, you keep dying." He was like, "You keep dying." So he just started calling me Kassqit because I rapped, and he was like, "That's gonna be your new rap name. It's just Kassqit." I've been through a lot of like really crazy events, really traumatic events. I've been, in very violent encounters where, things have happened. So I just got the name Kassqit and it just stuck and it just really made sense. So that's really just where the name came from.
Pat, what do you mean you keep dying? You had like near death experiences? Like what do you mean?
Yeah, like serious, like real serious things. Yeah. Like hit with like bats with nails in the head, like fractured my skull. Like it was a lot of like family problems and like just a lot of crazy stuff. But like that's why if you listen to all my songs, you can really just listen to it and it's like in a coherent way. It really just explains everything that I've been through. Like if you really dissect every single thing I say, it's really just me talking about what's going on in my life. And that's why the music just comes out and just keeps flowing. And I'm just not gonna stop. I'm not stopping.
I feel that. Like, what does that? First of all, wow. Second of all, I'm so happy that you're here with us and you can talk about where you've been, and we can also see the great things that you're going to do and that you're doing now. So, shouts out to you, and I'm so happy that you're here.
Appreciate that.
And you don't let what has happened or the bad things affect how bright you are, because you came in and you lit up the whole room. So that's just a beautiful thing. So I'm so happy for that.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Of course. So like you said, you make a lot of pain music, is just what you call it. What role does pain and hurt have in your music?
That's really just what it's all about. It's really just like, it's like I've been through, like honestly, it's like, it feels like I've been through something like it's just something like traumatic, like real traumatic, something that would cause like real like PTSD, like every single month, ever since I was a little kid. I don't need to get into like, every little thing. There's gonna be a lot of different interviews I'm gonna be in, you know what I mean? But it's just been a lot of traumatic events, just back to back. And that obviously, affects the way that people think. So you tend to like, do different things, bad things. I lived a really crazy life, and that's why it's just the pain. Like I've been in and out of jail for like, I was living crazy for like a 6-year period, and out of that whole year period, I spent like 3 years in it, just in county time, just going back and forth, homelessness, like just dealing with all just really bad situations, like really bad situations. A lot of mental health problems, drug addiction problems, just stuff like that. I don't even need to get into all that. A lot of people are suffering with that right now. You know what I mean? And on that 6-year run, I spent 6 years, 3 years of that in jail. And it's been like, 23 and 1, it was exhausting. So I just decided to get my life together back in 2018, and that's when I just decided to really just put all that pain stuff around. And now it's like when bad stuff does happen, because it just keeps happening. It's like it just doesn't stop happening. Everyone's just like, yo, that's such like a Kassqit thing to happen. You know what I mean? Like that's just a Kassqit thing to happen. Like it's just like, it's like dramatic. It makes no sense. It's like, it makes no sense. But I just look at it like, I'm like, all right, well now I got a new song to write, so it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like I just put it like that. I'm like, it's whatever. It'll make me money from it, so it's whatever. Like I could deal with it. I've been through worse before.
For sure, it's like it's built your resiliency.
Yeah, exactly.
Copy. So, what do you think that you're learning through your music right now?
What am I learning through my music right now? I'm really just learning just to flow in like different ways. Just like I'm like finding like, and I'm noticing that with like every single song that I write, because I have a lot of songs in the vault. Like I write songs all day, every day. Like it's nonstop, just beats playing just all day. And like once I find the right beat, like it just gets better and better and better. And the flow just keeps evolving and evolving and evolving. And it's like I'm just trying to just have fun with more like melodic beats. I mean, with more like melodies like in the beats and stuff like that. And I'm just like learning different like rhythms, and like I'm learning how to, I'm actually learning a lot because I only got picked up a month ago. So I'm learning how to do music videos. I'm learning how to record in real booths, which is like a whole different experience to me. But it's all new to me, and I just have just such a great management team. Like I'm managed by a fully focused management. Shout out to Smiley, you know what it is. And he's been guiding me through all of this, and it's just been music video after music video after music video. I just shot 3 music videos 2 days ago, and now I'm out here doing this, you know what I mean? And then before that, shot 3 music videos. I did 2 sessions and knocked out 10 different hits, and I learned how to do features with people, learned how to do music videos, and it's all stuff that like I never did before, because I always recorded in my room, in my booth, and I didn't have anybody except for my engineer who would master my beats, and my guy who would like teach me like little things on like how to like tweak certain things on like engineering and stuff like that. But like this is like I'm learning a lot, like just being out here, just being around the right people. Honestly, I'm learning a lot just about the music industry and everything through my music.
For sure, man. I love that. I love all of that. So if you can go back to your first song you ever recorded in your room, what would you tell yourself about your career?
Yo, I'm not even lying. That first song, people want me to re-record that song so bad, and I can't find the beat for the song, because that was when I used to just like rip beats off YouTube, and it was just like such a deep song, like, and it didn't sound the best, but I recorded a Triller video with it and everything, and it came out really like it came out like just the words came out really good, but people really want me to re-record it, and I knew the second I recorded that, people were like, yo, don't stop rapping, like just don't stop rapping. The second I dropped that on Facebook, like people were like, yo, just keep making music, because it's all like me just being vulnerable, and people just don't talk. A lot of people just don't talk about stuff like that. A lot of people are scared to talk about like mental health and like drug addiction and homelessness and like the bad side of life. People want to just make it look like it's all about like the money and the jewelry and the designer clothes and like all this stuff, but it's like there's bad sides of life too, and a lot of people experience that. So you know what I'm saying?
For sure. So how do you find peace?
How do I find peace? Honestly, just following through with this. I actually lost my job for this. Like,
really?
I actually literally lost my job the first day coming in the booth. It was like a long story. Like, basically someone left me out here who was supposed to drive me back home, and I ended up having to take an Uber back home. Like, I paid for the whole session. I was out in Flatbush like 4 in the morning, and I told him, if you didn't get me back by 2 in the morning, I'm losing my job the next day. And he just left and just never came back and just left me out there. So I lost my job. And thank God I'm good at saving money. I have other ways of making money, and I have money saved up. So I'm just like rolling off that, you know what I mean? And I'm just like paying for studio time, knocking out hits, because that's all you have to do. If you knock out hits in studio time, then the shows follow along, the money comes in. That's all it is. That's so.
Word, man. Like, it's so telling because problems never stop in life.
Never.
Like, afflicted is the walk of the righteous, right? It's never gonna stop. And when you find peace within the storm and being able to continue and keep walking, put one foot in front of the other, because a lot of the times it doesn't make sense, the things that we go through. We don't know why we go through those things, but everything has a reason. Have you ever had that moment of like, it didn't make any sense why you were going through it, but maybe 6 months down the line, you're like, yo, if that didn't happen, then that one happened.
It's crazy you say that, because like the thing is, like I'm actually like I'm someone like I think about things a lot, like and it actually causes a lot of anxiety, and that's like what causes like a lot of like the stress and stuff, and I think it comes from like PTSD or something like that. I don't know what it comes from, but it's like I overthink things, and like I think about like past events and stuff like that. And what was the exact question again? Like,
what is the, how can I put this? A moment that forever changed your life, but it's, like you said, problems are the biggest blessing. I think you said that was the motto. What was the
Oh,
motto?
how I usually say, how you said like 6 months later. Yeah, so yeah, no, I'll always have like, so I have this saying, like, and I've been sticking to this saying because it's been proven itself time and time again for the last like 3, 4, 5 years now, maybe. I think it's like going on 5 years now. But I always say tragedies are just blessings in disguise, because like a lot of times, like when listen, I had my best friend, like literally my best friend was my brother of like 10 years. And I'll always say it, I'll talk about this in any interview. I'm gonna start shouting his name out eventually. I don't even care. Like, I don't like, yo, this kid robbed my house for $10,000. Like, and he did it on like some super, super slick thing. Like, it was a messed up situation. And that was my best friend. And he looked me in the eyes, seeing how hurt I was, how he knew how down I was. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this, I'm gonna pay for that, I only have this much left, like this and that. And he's like, oh, you'll be fine, like you still got a job, you know, you're still doing this, you're still doing that, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and he's sitting there like watching me like be in pain, like sitting there for months. You know what I mean? And I didn't find out till 9 months later. And then when I found out, like, you know, I found that out, and then like it just like I thought of like everything that like I did, like, you know, before that, all the like every single like choice that I made that led up to that. You know what I mean? And like, and it's just like, but I always just like, I'm a real like, I guess what is that, like an introspective person or something? Like, I just always like think a lot, like, you know, like how my actions like affect other people, and I'm like, damn, I'm like, I wish I would have known that was him, because I wouldn't have treated certain people the way that I treated them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have done the certain things that I did. Like, and it's just like, but you know what I mean? Like, it honestly, it just made a lot of like, you know, I learned a lot of lessons from that. I learned a lot of lessons from that. I learned a big, like that was my biggest financial loss and lesson in life. Like, not to trust anybody, no matter, you know, who they are. Like, you know what I mean? You really can't trust anybody. But it is what it is. But I talk about it in songs now, and it comes out great. So
for sure, man. Listen,
I'll keep talking shit while he's sitting in jail right now.
Pain is never in vain. I say the pain that you go through is never in vain when you make art out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to know, because this 2024 year is going to be crazy. You signed to Fully Focused Management. You got new releases coming, new chain.
Fully focused.
But we're going to keep our eyes on you, because you're going to be doing such great moves, such great things in 2024. So before you leave us, what does it mean to still got the juice?
Yo, so to still have the juice is to still be up with the times, to still be focused. You should not be sounding how you did 5 years ago in rap. Like, you should really be working on your style, working on your craft at all times. You shouldn't be dropping a single and having a hit and then not touching the mic for 6 months straight. So you should be constantly working. You should be constantly working on your craft, constantly evolving. If you go look at my SoundCloud, click the links all in my bio, you can see 5 years ago I sound completely different. Still sounded good, but it's completely different. My style's different. It evolved, and that's exactly why I still got the juice. You know, I still got the juice. I'm gonna come back on here just for fun. I'm telling you, that's because I still got the juice. I'm gonna keep having the juice, and I'm not going nowhere. I'm telling you, it's Kassqit.
Love it. Yes, you're welcome here anytime, Kassqit. I promise you that. But listen, y'all, thank you so much for watching Still Got the Juice TV. I am Kendra from Busta Blanca. We sat down and we chopped it up with Kassqit. Thank you so much for coming.
Appreciate you.
And guys, it's a wrap.